Time for the morning rush. We start with this. An Albuquerque family asking for your help, hoping dash cam video will help catch a suspected thief. The couple who lives near Eubank and Constitution says about $600 worth of tools went missing from their garage. Their neighbor caught the suspect red-handed and on dash cam. Police now looking for this blue SUV. You see in the video right here.
This morning, 2 Albuquerque clinics are offering free testing following confirmed cases of HIV linked to an Albuquerque spa. Health officials say the diagnosis came after 2 clients had vampire facials from VIP Spa. That spa is now closed. Officials say the esthetician running the business was using unsafe practices and was not licensed to practice the procedure. Kristen.
Showers linger out across the northern half this state today. It'll be a mix of rain, snow, and isolated thunderstorms stretching into southern Colorado. But Albuquerque, we had showers this morning. We're going to continue to dry out with more sunshine expected later on today. Crystal?
An Army veteran is in custody this morning accused of planning terror attacks in Southern California. The plots thwarted by the FBI. Investigators say Mark Domingo has been planning the attack since March. He recently converted to Islam, and an investigation was launched after officials noticed his internet posts.
The leader of an armed militia group remains in jail this morning, but this video right here is showing the moments that Larry Hopkins was attacked last week. As you can see, several inmates lining up to block the view of the attack. Hopkins was arrested on federal gun charges after allegedly stopping migrants at gunpoint in southern New Mexico.
Changes may soon be coming to how migrants seek asylum. In a memo to the Attorney General and Homeland Security, Secretary, the president outlined a series of measures. They do include processing asylum applications within 180 days, requiring a fee for applications, and barring migrants from protection if they've attempted to enter the U.S. illegally.
Right now, Santa Fe police are searching for a 16-year-old boy they say nearly killed a man. Police responded to the Avaria of Santa Fe apartments yesterday, where they found a man shot. They are now looking for Hunter Woods. They say he could be driving his mom's silver Kia sedan and consider him armed and dangerous.
Shocking new stats for you this morning. Authorities say more than 100 people have been shot in 2019, just in the first 100 days of the year. The figures coming from the Bernalillo County DA's office. According to the Journal, this marks a 36% increase from the same time last year.
An Albuquerque man is charged with murdering his ex-girlfriend this morning. In September, 49-year-old Rita Jaramillo vanished from Los Lunas. Days later, her home was gutted by a fire. Now, state police have charged her ex-boyfriend, 59-year-old Arthur James Lovato, with killing her. No other details have been released at this time.
This morning's drilling on or near sacred sites is off limits. This after the state's land commissioner instated a ban. Yesterday, Commissioner Stephanie Garcia Richard placed a drilling ban within a buffer zone surrounding Chaco Canyon and its ancient dwelling. However, the order does not affect federal and private drilling.
This morning, the state's new Ethics Commission has 2 new appointees. Former Deputy State Attorney General Stuart Bluestone and former manager at White Sands Missile Range Francis Williams were appointed yesterday. The commission will oversee the conduct of public officials, political candidates, lobbyists, and government contractors. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index out of 4. We just got done with our morning shower, so drier conditions expected here on out. Cooler temperatures today, though, as we're only in those lower 70s this afternoon. And it could be breezy at times. Those winds about 10 to 15 coming out of the west later this afternoon. Back to you.
New this morning, first responders in Santa Fe are taking a new step in the way that they handle calls. They are reorganizing a division of their department to focus on medical emergencies. All of the fire department's firefighters are EMS certified. Now, the EMS division will be able to focus on bringing new programs in, possibly even recovering costs for the taxpayer.
U.S. Forest Service officials sending out a warning that wildfires can still ignite from campfires or lightning strikes despite the winter runoff. According to the New Mexican, officials will be monitoring conditions more closely through June, which is often the hottest, driest month in the region.
Cleanup of a massive homeless camp along I-40 continues this morning. Recently, neighbors contacted police about a homeless camp along Rio Grande and I-40. The city realized the land actually belongs to the state. City officials say it typically takes them 3 days to clear out a camp, but since they're working with the DOT, it could take longer.
Happening right now, if you've got yard waste lingering around, now's the time to get rid of it for free. The city will be collecting yard waste through next Friday. Leaves, grass, and brush will be picked up on your normal trash day. Just bag it up. Leave it at least 5 feet from your trash and recycling containers. Do not bag dirt, gravel, or tree stumps.
Starting tomorrow, the I-25 southbound off-ramp at Gibson will be closed while crews perform bridge maintenance. Now, Gibson East and westbound itself will also have some right lane restrictions. The drivers should expect delays because of the work. Work is scheduled to be complete by the middle of May.
Looking ahead for you, the story of a legendary Albuquerque balloonist will make its debut this Friday. Wind Riders is a documentary that follows Richard Abruzzo and his co-pilot Carol Reimer Davis traveling the skies around the world. A select audience will see the documentary this Friday. The world premiere will take place during Balloon Fiesta. Kristen.
Time now for a check on that Tuesday morning commute. At this point, everything looks pretty normal on the map. No major crashes or accidents. News tracker headed east on I-40 near the Big I. A few cars out in front, but again, everything moving smoothly for this time of day.
Well, the Albuquerque Isotopes, they are back on the mound today against the River Cats. Last night, Brendan Rogers hit a home run to left center, tying the game at 1. Now, he has scored 4 home runs of the last 5 games. The Isotopes took the lead in the bottom of the 4th, going on to win 3-2. First pitch tonight is at 6:35.
Speaking of baseball, talk of the town this morning, softball pitcher Ashley Hernandez and baseball pitcher TJ Ruiz threw a perfect game with no hitter. According to the Carlsbad Current-Argus, they both go to Carlsbad High School. The games were about 90 minutes apart. The odds of one team accomplishing both a no-hitter and a perfect game are 1 in 218 million.
We are taking you back 55 years ago on this day, April 30th. This one kind of a crazy one. An Albuquerque policeman was injured when lightning struck a utility pole 2 blocks away. It traveled through the power lines and jumped to his patrol car, injuring him. That was 55 years ago on this day in 1964. We take you now to the 5 facts.
At number 5 this morning, listen up, whoever uses Gibson Boulevard as part of their commute. Starting tomorrow, the I-25 southbound off-ramp at Gibson will be closed for allowing crews the chance to perform some bridge maintenance. Gibson East and westbound will also have some right lane restrictions. Drivers should expect delays. Now, work is scheduled to be complete by May 14th.
Number 4 now, an Albuquerque family is still on alert this morning after a 4th break-in at their home. This time they say neighbors were able to catch the suspect on video. This happened on Saturday near Eubank and Constitution. The couple says about $600 worth of tools went missing from their garage. Their neighbors spotted the crime in progress following the man recording him with their dash cam. Right here, the video doesn't show a clear shot of the license plate, but as you can see, the thief, suspected thief, I should say, got away in a blue SUV. If you want more details on this or you want to see the video again, go to our website, always on KRQE.com.
At number 3, cooler temperatures across the state today in the low 70s here in Albuquerque. Showers over northern and central New Mexico this morning will continue to clear. We're left with sunshine this afternoon. More sun Wednesday, Thursday. Cold front gives way to some spotty storms in the mountains, but more widespread storm chances come in across eastern New Mexico on Friday.
Number 2 now, Santa Fe police still searching for a 16-year-old who they say shot a man, leaving him in critical condition. Police have an arrest warrant for Hunter Woods this morning. Santa Fe police responded to the Avaria of Santa Fe apartments yesterday, where they say they found a man with a gunshot wound. Police say Woods could be driving his mom's silver Kia sedan. They do consider him armed and dangerous. No word on what led up to the shooting on this.
And at number 1, a health warning remains in effect this morning for anyone who may have been treated at a downtown Albuquerque spa. This is to get tested. Now, the state has since closed down that spa. Health officials say 2 clients from VIP Spa tested positive for HIV after getting a vampire facial. Now, that's a procedure that takes your own blood, extracts the plasma, then injects it back into your face. Officials say the esthetician running the business was using unsafe practices and was not licensed to practice the procedure in the first place. 2 clinics in Albuquerque are offering free testing. Their info is at alwaysonkRQE.com.